Hey, what's going on, friends? My podcast every day is broken up into two parts on the free platform. The first part, Act 1, is right now. When it's all done, go right on over to Act 2 to get the second half of the podcast. Thank you so much for checking out my show. Hello, friends. Oh, that sounded weird. Hello, friends. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the Impact Power Sports Studio. That's right, Impact Power Sports, where you can pick up a Yamaha golf cart, an ATV, UTV, motorcycle, e-bike, lawnmower, snowmobile, scooter, go-kart, all those things. All stuff like that. They have a full service department. You can find them online at impactpowersportsmi.com. Nick in the arena has purchased four contraptions from them. Thank you again for that, buddy. Appreciate you. So I am now stoked about the next concoction that I'm going to make, and I think it's going to be a pot roast. I saw a pot roast recipe the other day that I'm like, I just have to do that. And it comes to us from our pal Dano, who is the guy behind all those spices that I talk about. I love that guy. He's just fantastic. And so I think the plan is to get the pot roast and then take care of that deal. You know, basically how that works is you either are in the slow cooker or the Instant Pot. I always want to say Insta Pot, but it's actually called Instant Pot. But that's harder to say, so I'm just going to stick to Instapot. You got to get in there, and you're adding the onions, you're adding all the spices to the meat, you're adding the broth, and then boom, good to go. And then, hey, Darla, you know, you let that thing go for like 3.5 hours. You serve it on top of a bed of mashed potatoes. And then you go with, you also have mushrooms in there too. You got the mushrooms and the onions. You scoop that out. You got the gravy. You've added the cornstarch. It's just fucking fantastic what I witnessed with my own eyes. And I can't wait to get after it. Pooh Bear has been so happy with the culinary choices that I have been fulfilling as part of my duties here at the Eric Zane Show podcast household. Bread Bull Brain Chris says, what kind of mowers do they carry? You know, I don't know. I just know that they have those, especially, they can get whatever you want, honestly. Whether it's a push mower or the fancy ones. A rider or a zero-turn radius. That might be what you're looking for. Those zero-turn radius ones are just, I mean, my God. So I am putting some serious consideration into getting back into the food industry. Why, EZ? Well, in order to pay the $15,000+ in vet bills, I have to pay that money back to myself. When you take it out of the savings, it's good business to just pay yourself back. I have to. I'm paying myself first. Now, as always, I'm looking to build clients on the show, but there's a unknown with that. You're reaching out to people. You're selling advertising. And I'm always doing that. I mean, I worked last night on that. In the evening hours, that's when I'm doing that boring work of reaching out to businesses and getting them to market on the show. But I need a for sure plan in place. So I think the way to do that, see, if Bosco's Pub were here, no problem. But since that deal went belly up, that's not okay. So the first thing I did was I in starting this plan, and I need this paid off in a year. The vet bills totaled, and I was doing the math, and I got an exact number of $15,600 that I have paid in 2025, 2026 for vet bills. It's an absurd amount of money. Which, by the way, Jason Terry told me that one of the sponsors on the audio podcast, which I always find out from you guys, is a some type of fucking vet service. You pay them like $11 a month, and they do vet service over the phone. I don't know. I'm seeing messages like "oh no" and "oh shit." Hopefully that's not because there was a problem with the stream. When I see "oh no" and "oh shit," I'm immediately concerned. Please verify. Are you saying "oh no" and "oh shit" because of the $15,600 that I've borrowed from myself that I need to pay myself back? Alan says, no, it was your asshole vet bill. My vets are not assholes. My vets are wonderful people. They have taken care of my pets. I would say the bills are assholes, sure. But I have a plan to pay this back to myself. And the goal is $300 per week back into my own pocket. Black Belt Nick says there is a nice place up here in Comstock Park that I would work at to learn his cooking techniques. He asked me once, I just don't have the time. Bread Bull Brain Chris says I'm probably dropping $500 at the vet this afternoon. Oh, God, I'm sorry. No, that's cool that you got that place, but I'm looking to something super close. And the first thing I did was I called my son's buddy who runs the pizza joint in town. Now hey, knock it off. That is where Jim learned the trade of pizzaologist. So I reached out to dude. I go, hey man, I need extra money. I got to pay this $15,600 back, and I need to do it in 1 year. And I figure if I do pizzaologist work a couple days a week, we're good. And he goes, I can't help you. I've got my staff of pizzaologists. However, they come and go. So I'll keep you in mind. I go, absolutely. Now, these are typically teenagers that work there, high school kids. And I go, yeah, so what I picture here, Brian, is I'll get in there and I'll work circles around their fucking asses. And then the next thing you know, I'm running the joint. He goes, that sounds like a plan. Now, whether or not that happens, I don't know. So then I'm like, well, what do I do now? And Maureen wants to know if Brian's cat is sick. That would have been nice if I asked that. Is your cat okay? So now I have my eyes set on Mr. Burger. That's right. Right in the heart of Jesus country. This is the place where you walk in and there's all sorts of religious material as you approach the line to get the food. Skip says, work at Meijer, second shift. Easy work for you. They don't do shit. You can make the money you need. Also an option. But I like food service. Alan says, what happened to working at the old folks home? I applied, and you know what they said? No. They said, we are fine. We don't need your help, Eric Zane. Rebecca says, I love Mr. Burger. Skip says, I can help get you in Hudsonville. All right, hold that thought. Perhaps. There's also one of these restaurants that all the old folks go to that I might bang on their door. Short Order Cook is something I'm thinking about. Poor Chris's cat has some arthritis. Sorry, buddy. Tophus is here. And I'm getting comments now that the stream has shit the bed. That's unfortunate. One of those days, I guess. It has that type of vibe, okay? Black Belt Nick says that Mr. Burger location isn't bad. The bowling alley might be worth a try, too. Oh, my God. Working at the bowling alley? Hell yes. My God. Okay. Before I do one more thing, I am going to go ahead and restart this thing. So that's what's happening right now. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, my God. Excuse me. Yeah, I had a bit of an issue with the stream. No big deal. Let me start by telling you this. There was a moment the other day, and I think I detailed this on the Patreon, when my neighbor texted me and said, hey, sorry about that. And I'm like, what? Wait, what's going on? Neighbor has a little fella, and he's, he's a kid who helped me cut the lawn, and he calls me Rich Eric. He's super sweet. And he wanted to make sure I was okay after the passing of Benny the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. He's that level of amazing. And so he just banged on the door when I was doing the Griffins game on Sunday. Now, no one was home. And he just, he was walking his pooch, who he knows I love. And he knocks on the door. Hey, Mr. Eric, you want to pet my dog? I'm so sorry that your puppy dog, Benny, died. It's one of those deals. I'm not home. Well, something bad happened. And, oh, my God, this is not good. I'm getting another. The stream is just barfing up a storm on me. I apologize for that. It appears to be back, but I got to keep an eye on this. I don't know why this is happening. We've had this happen in the past once or twice. My apologies. I wish I had an idea as to what it's doing. Donut Dan says, for fuck's sake, you'd think that someday a bunch of gaming nerds could figure out a effing gaming podcast platform. So while I'm at the Griffins game, I get a text from the kid's mom. Says, yeah, so-and-so went to say hi. You weren't there. Your brother-in-law, the NFK, opened the door, and all hell broke loose. I guess the kid's dog ran into the house. And I'm like, oh, boy. The NFK has some mobility issues. There could be a problem there. He could fall. He could hurt himself. He could say something horrible to the kid because, as you know, he doesn't have a filter. This is not a great spot to be in. So I gently said to Mom, I go, yeah, if you could maybe let little buddy know that no random knock on the door moments. And then I got to thinking about it, and I said, if there's ever a time that somebody comes banging on the door to try to sell me lawn service, hey, knock it off. And he opens the door, there's potential that Bruce could run out because Bruce roams the house. The other two are in a kennel. Bruce is not for some reason. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so that got me worried that Bruce could escape. I think I talked about this yesterday. So yesterday, after I got done podcasting, I go up to the NFK and I go, hey, I heard that that there was an issue where the dog ran into the house. And then I'm going to tell him, I'm going to use that as an opportunity to say, hey, from now on, if anybody knocks on the door, don't open the door. And then he interrupts me and goes, yeah, Bruce got out too. I'm like, oh my God, he did. And now that was my worst fear happening, because if Bruce gets out, he's not coming back in. And I don't know how these fuckers managed to do it, the NFK and the kid, but they managed to get the kid's dog out of the house and Bruce back in the house. And I said, yeah, oh, wow, okay, well, here, this is what I'd like. I go, if I'm not home and someone asks, I want you, or knocks, I want you to just talk through the door. He goes, I did. I just opened it up and I'm talking. I go, no. I don't mean he's doing the arm flap. I did. I swear I opened it up and shit. Fuck, goddamn fucking shit. And I go, no. I mean, don't open the door and just say through the glass, he's not here, come back later. That's all you got to say. But I do not want you to open the door, because there is no way he has, I mean, he can't even walk in a straight line without nearly falling over. You know, it's nearly impossible. So I go, no, buddy, I just do not open that door. If anybody knocks trying to sell us something, or there's a neighborhood kid that's banging on the door, or whatever the fuck, do not open that door, ever. And he kind of looked at me and goes, okay. And I go, yeah, that's a new thing. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. If Bruce gets away because of this, it's going to be my fucking fault. I'm half inclined to lock him up when I leave. Maybe that would be possibly a good idea. But, my God, I just sometimes feel like we're, drifting along, waiting for a tragedy to happen because of this guy. Alan says, I think NFK stories and impressions are my favorite. God. He's in a shitty mood today. I don't know what the hell, how that works, but I'm like, hey, good morning. Boo. Boo. Oh my God, fuck me. Megan says you should have a sign on the door that says, no Kevin. Maybe add a shock aspect. That's outstanding and amazing. I love that you said that. Now, what I don't love is the fact that your anxiety is going to take over and you're going to be like, ooh, I shouldn't have said that. Ooh. So one of his favorite things to do is to ask me who the Griffins are playing. I've covered this before with you. Now, if this were the National Hockey League, no matter what I say, he's going to know who it is. Oh, the Boston Bruins, the Colorado Avalanche, the Chicago Blackhawks. But there's really no reference point to asking me who they play. Hey, Eric, who are the Griffins playing? These are all teams that no one's ever heard of. So if I said, the Ontario Reign, which that's an Ontario, California team, and it's REIGN, like the King Reign. They're the Kings affiliate, the Ontario Reign. Oh, are they? Hey, who are the Griffins? Hey, who are the Griffins playing? Hey, who the fuck are the Griffins playing? The Ontario Reign. Are they? Yeah. And then that's it. He just walks away. I wish I had some type of voice-activated apparatus, which isn't that hard to get. I could just get it to capture all these moments. I've talked about it. I mean, a whole fucking supercut of moments where he asks me questions. I give the answer, and then he always follows up with, is it? Are they? Did you? Hey, Eric, did you fix the fridge? I did. Did you? Yes. Hey, Eric, are you going up north? Yes. Are you? Yes. Why? Why? He could ask me, hey, Eric, who are the Griffins playing? And if I said the Cleveland Steamers or the Pittsburgh Butt Pirates, he'd go, are they? I could make up any name. Alan says, put the puppy cam, which is still right here, in his sunroom. Okay. I've thought about that. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe not for this show, but just because I'm curious into what's going on there, the movements when I'm not down there. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to know. Because I like the world. I like having plausible deniability. Okay? I try not to get involved or wound up in any of the things and the horrible, disgusting habits that go on throughout my house. I have distanced myself. I have accepted the filth. And Alan with a great crack, we could watch him like he's an eagle sitting on his eggs, is hilarious. Jesus. Cole says as soon as everyone is out of sight, he's probably beating his meat. That thought has crossed my mind. And again, I don't want to see that. I don't want to know. I will say this. There are these really awkward moments where if I am in the kitchen and I'm just quiet, he thinks that I'm not in there, and he'll get up. Again, he's always walking like that baby that has like just a diaper on and comes walking out, and then it turns around and walks back the other way, that meme. He'll take a few steps, and then he'll see me and have this look on his face like, oh, my God, Eric's there. And then he'll turn around and walk back and sit down because I'm there, and I'm like, oh, God. And then every time I leave this fucking house, I always forget something. So I will walk out. All right, see you later. I'll close the door. I'll take 5 steps. And oh, fuck, I forgot my wallet. And then I come back inside. At this point, he is up and now moving. But now I've walked in, and it's like, and then he stops and turns around and walks back. It's incredible. But no, I don't want that camera on him because what I don't know won't hurt me, you know? And it's a little bit off-putting because big fella talks to himself quite a bit. And it's, it is what it is. You just gotta adapt. This is, I was built for these moments. Alan says that he wants to see it. Yeah, and you know what? That invasion of privacy, even I won't do that. I can't. Now, if I witness something that happens naturally and organically, I will tell that story. That's brought us some amazing moments, but it's through my own experience. If there's an invasion of his privacy not known to him, okay, that's some sick shit. Okay, you just can't do that. I think that is that's the type of thing that one day when he goes to the Rainbow Bridge, I'll feel so bad about. There's no fucking way. It's fun to talk about, but that's beyond fucked up. I'm in my part of the house. He's in his. Occasionally we interact. I'll tell you about it. It seems to work. Fine. But no, we cannot be having an isolated NFK ISO cam on him. Red Bull Brain Chris says, I think cameras inside the house is kind of weird and creepy to begin with. You know who has that? Our pal Greg, the Gregster. from Freebird and Hot Wings. Every inch of his house, it has cameras in there. And Cole, Coal, Cole, knows this. And it's so fucked up. He even has a camera pointed at his bed. Alan says, okay, but the thought is funny as fuck. Oh, yeah. Nick says, we have one in Sean's room. Well, yeah, you have a special needs child. There is definitely exceptions to this. Freebird does not. He's the special needs child. NFK going to the Rainbow Bridge, LOL. I guess that joke got some pops. Tofus is being accused of being rude and heartless. What did you do to upset people? Hold on, I got a text message. All right. Tofus, where are you? I mean, it sounds like it would benefit everyone if the NFK would walk in traffic. Well, I can't quite go that far. I think that, if that did happen, if the NFK did go to the Rainbow Bridge, we would provide a respectful burial, and we would miss him, and I'd be very supportive, and I would try to be as polite and sweet as I am all the time. That's all I'll say. I can't go so far as to say anything like that. Is it a pain in the ass? Yes, but it's a good pain in the ass. I think Tofus was just trying to be a smartass, and this is the environment that I foster here. So, no, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to say, but who am I to judge someone for trying so hard to be shocking and ridiculous? Sometimes people get a wild hair. Everybody got upset, though, at Tofus. Red Bull Brain Chris says, that's terrible. Stevie says, Jesus, Tofus, what the fuck? Maureen calls Tofus rude. And then Tofus says, can you imagine living with that? I think he's talking to the rest of you all. Yeah, whatever. It's, you got to be versatile. You got to be able, if you are living a life, we all are. You have to be ready for anything. If you are not adaptable, there's a chance you're not going to enjoy your time here. You got to be willing to lean into things when life says, all right, here you go. Here's this. What are you going to do about it? You got to pick up the ball and say, yeah, I can do this. I can handle it. You can do that with anything. All right. Tofus said, I said it would benefit everyone if the NFK would walk in traffic. Yeah, I can't agree with that. Donut Dan says, no cameras in the house. What if someone picked up that feed? Yuck. Stevie says that was not funny. All right, so now Tofus is going to get beat up by these folks. Rebecca says, make sure to invite Gary to the funeral. Oh, my God. Part of me wants to just go in there and see if he's still there. A good follow-up moment. Hey, are you Gary? Yeah. Hey, guess what? I'm the guy who, because oh, my God. Tofus writes, sorry, I don't like family. Too many times I've been fucked over by family, just my point of view. Well, your family, but that doesn't mean any family. I'm sorry that you feel that way. But I know what you're experiencing, though. I too have had my run-ins with family. I will be the first to tell you that family is overrated. I think my problem with family is family takes the fact that you are family and then takes liberties with what is socially acceptable, assuming that you've got no choice to just take whatever shit that they're spewing. Does that make any sense? So while there might be social norms in place with like people that I work with, people in here that would prevent me from taking liberties with you, family feels that because there's a relation, like a blood relative, that they can just treat you like shit and talk poorly to you and be judgmental and just an overall asshole. And you just have to take it. Now, as I've aged, I have adopted a different philosophy. And I love very, very hard to my to like the people that love me. But if anybody crosses me in a way that I don't like, you're on the goddamn list. And if you're on the goddamn list, it's very difficult for you to get off the goddamn list. Once you're on the goddamn list, you're out. Period. I don't have time for this. I'm not going to fuck around. You won't even know it. I'm just out. That's how I feel. And my life is so much simpler now. And I have 100% cut people out. Let's see. I was cut off from Push Up Paul for 7 years for something stupid that I did not do. He called me back and apologized. Now we're good. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blood fam. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 adult blood relatives, 4 adult blood relatives, and 2 spouses that I am done with. Done. And the only thing that could possibly save it is if they bent the knee and profusely apologized for being the fuck faces that they are. If not, fuck you. That's the end of it. So I'm with you on that. Don't cross me or you're out. Tophus says, yeah, maybe I am projecting a little bit. When I was describing this whole thing, Tophus says, nailed it. 100%. Black Belt Nick says, exactly what I was going to say. Then play it fast and loose, thinking we are family. You have to deal with it. Tophus adds, I came from a family of 11 kids, been fucked over by 2/3 of them, loaned them thousands of dollars just for them to shove it right up my pee hole. Yeah, I am with you. We are on the same page. Fuck those guys. By the way, you ain't getting that money back. Donut Dan says, there are good parts of getting older. Giving less of a crap about what people think of you is one of those gifts. And then I have family members that are caught in between. And they'll bring up what's going on, the dynamic with this other patch of idiots. And I keep it so short and sweet. I don't ever give it a chance to breathe. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, so if you keep this up, you're going to be on the list. You don't want to be on the list, okay? You just don't. Rebecca says, I am a firm believer of protecting your own peace. No one is entitled to your time or energy if they treat you shitty. Yeah, that's AA. If some other drunk fuck is affecting your serenity, fuck you. Cole says, I have one I'm totally done with, but my wife continues to talk to them and be nice. I say hi and bye. Only conversation I've had with them in the last 8 years. Oh, yeah. Well, right now, I'm not even on hi and bye. I am walled off, and if I see these motherfuckers, it's like, no. Stay the fuck away from me. Maureen says, I'm so glad our siblings get along and love each other. It's such a gift. It truly is. Tyler says, my mom cut off her own father. I get the whole family is overrated thing. Oh, my God. I got another family member who his siblings are assholes. There's two. And I hate these people. Okay? And he's always telling me these horrible stories. And he's still talks to them regularly. And they hang out, but he's constantly telling me how much he hates these people. And I'm like, well, he doesn't hate them. I do. And so I'm like, yeah, you may not, it might be that blood is thicker than water type of thing. Where he's like, oh, it's my family, though. It's my family. It's like, fuck those people. I cannot believe what these assholes have done to you over the years. You got to tell those people to fuck off. No. I don't play nice. If you are nice to me, I will be nice to you. The second you cross over, though, fuck you. Fuck off and die. I don't give a shit. I love hard, but I hate harder. Jesus, fuck. Oh, my God. It really makes life simple. That's what you got to do. Love them until they don't love you back, and then fuck you. That's it. You're out. You've been replaced. Every time, okay, every family member that's out, I'm going to get another dog. By the way, the multi-talented Megan thought for a second, based on things going on yesterday's show, that I might have got another dog. No, I haven't got another dog. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not. Alan in Wisconsin is here. He says, blood is not thicker than water. I use direct family members that will never meet my wife and kids. Donut Dan is here. The man bringing us the Dirty Donut Race, which happens on Saturday. Hold on. June 20th. Search Dirty Donut Race. It might be at dirtydonutrace.com. I don't know. If you like gravel bike racing. That's a freebie, but you pay me quite well for my time, so it's gratis. You do a lot for me, too. Dan writes, a good way to think about it is who of those family members would take care of you in your time of need? Fuck the rest. Rebecca says, I am so petty that I will hate someone on your behalf. Fuck my friend over, I will hate you forever. Megan says, people deserve to be cut off for doing gross shit. All right, let me go over the list. Now, there are some people that I won't name. You don't know them. But it actually says the list. Top of the list, Picasso painting. Who is that? That was that asshole who I reached out about wanting to. I always ask permission if I can send a marketing kit. I don't just like to give it to them because A, they don't ask for it. B, if I can break the ice with a phone call, it's much easier to get them to actually look at the marketing kit that I send. So I looked this guy up, Picasso painting. Looks like a nice place, might be a good fit. I need a painter on the show. I call the guy. Motherfucker hangs up on me. Mid-sentence. Fuck you. He's out. Throat/Dale is on the list. That's news to some of you. Dale got all aggressive and butthurt and attacked me on social media, and I said, nice knowing you. See ya. You've crossed over. Out. It was political. Rob Sparks is on the list. John and Jennison is on the list. I can't name that one. Free Beer, Hot Wings, Steve Kelly, Maitland, Russ Hines. Someone known as former intern bitch. I don't know her name. Someone known as former Hot FM bitch. Not Rachel. Of course, not Jackie. I forgot her name. Puddin'. That would be Justin Barclay. Kate Creer, Chimingo, Dean, Patriot Nick, Pellerito, Adam the Odd. Someone I listed as Fat Bitch Zaniac. I don't know her name. Lisa Krantz, Bruinsma, Sexy Voice Andrea, Moron Husband Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blood relatives. 4 blood relatives and 1 husband. Hate you. Free Beer's wife. Tony Gates is on the list. Kenny is on the list. Aram is on the list. And Matt Hubbard is on the list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. 35 people are on the list. People can come off the list. All right? You can come off the list. But you have to apologize, and I will forgive you. And that's it. Say you're sorry for what you did to me, and I'll let it go. If not, fuck you. Bread Bowl Brain Cole writes, you need an actual list and hang it up behind you. Just add to it here and there. Yes, but it'd be so long. Four blood relatives plus a spouse equals 5 dogs. Rebecca, I love that you have a physical list. It's not about politics, Chris. Sounds like you need about 20 more dogs. Sounds like Santa's naughty list. Perfect. Bend the knee and all is forgiven. He said the Dale thing was about politics. Nick says, what was the blood relative drama again? You know, I've never discussed it. I have never discussed it. It's so off-putting and disturbing that I have actually kept that close to the vest. It's a goddamn nightmare with these fucking animals, is what it is. Linda says, I will preemptively apologize now so I never get on the list. There is no one in this audience who is even close to list worthy. Not a one of you. No matter what you say or do. All right? Nick says, damn it, my trick didn't work. Yeah, I'm on to you, you fuck. Megan says, if I end up on this list, I will also be in Pine Rest. Impossible. Not possible to be on the list. I've been keeping this list for years. There have been people that have come and gone off of it, that have actually worked their way off of the list somehow. But if you're on it, I actually hope you die. Okay? That's how bad the list is. I'm not fucking around with the list. All right, that is Act 1 of the podcast. Act 2 is available right after this one. Go check it out. What are you doing? Don't miss a second of it. Thank you so much.